Lights out, time to run what you brung, and it's a good jump back there in the racing point. I'm not sure who that was. I don't know if he jumped the start or if he got better start than everybody else, and it's a drag race down to the first corner, and this is going to be Calamity Corner. Andrea Latrella hanging tough on the outside, trying to get that power down, and he's still side by side with Jensen Randall, and they continue to drag race, and it looks like everybody made it out of the first chicane very cleanly. And Latrella still trying to find a way just to get in front of Jensen Randall. Randall still side by side with him. He's going to have the more preferred line. And look at Latrella. Cuts across the nose of Jensen Randall, slams the door, and he's out in front. Jensen Randall down to the inside. And we've got ourselves a virtual safety car. And now we're back to green flag racing as we head into the Parabolica. So Latrella followed by Jensen Randall, followed by Dennis Carenchis, these three drivers. And here comes Jensen Randall, got the slipstream, goes to the inside, down to turn one, and again they're side by side, no DRS yet. And Dennis all over the back of Andrea Latrella. And here goes Esteban, goes to the inside. He's got the DRS advantage. Cameron Weston Edwards takes away that inside line. And Cameron's going to duck back in behind him. And shout out to Max Mulder. Max Mulder is up into 5th. Great run for him. Sandro looks like he might have gotten called out in the opening couple of laps of the virtual safety cars. He's fallen all the way back to 14. Victor Larson is now battling with Cameron Weston Edwards. You see Victor's got the DRS slot open. Now this is going to be tight going into Ascari. Who's going to give way? And they make contact. And Cameron gets the short end of the stick on that one. Flag racing, and this is Cameron Weston Edwards, runs a little wide coming out of there. And Dion Stahl's going to blow by him up into 8th, and Cameron struggling a little bit. Uh-oh, and it looks like Esteban Hermanos. Oh, and there's a crash, Esteban Hermanos. And who is that? Is that Reese March? Oh, it was Victor Larson. Larson retires from the session as well, and another virtual safety car. Stahl. Oh, Dion Stahl just lost the car. The second chicane. I was going to say he's moved his way up into 6th. He's now got end plate damage on the left front. 3rd, 4th, and 5th. And is this is who is this? Jorge Correa as a lap car, I believe. Meanwhile, Dennis Carenchis has lost the spot to Louis Quinlan. He's going to try and get it back heading into turn 1. And a great move by Dennis Carenchis. And again, Jorge, I need to advise you to stay out of the fight, please. Jorge Correa going around the outside. Jorge is a lap car at this point. He gets out in front. He's going to take Louis Quinlan with him. And I got to tell you, it's been frowned upon this year, not only in the F1 series, but in Project Cars 2, the GT3 series, the lap cars racing too aggressively. And we've got another virtual safety car, and this time it's Sandro Doulis. What has happened to Sandro? That is extremely disappointing. And it looks like he's had an off at the Ascari chicane.
To that DRS train, as we see Max Mulder going to the outside now to Parabolica, and this is tactics by Cameron Weston Edwards because he wants the DRS, as we were talking about the DRS, he wants the DRS on the main straight, so he let Max Mulder by here, so you can get the DRS advantage on the main straight. So DRS is always a massive factor at Monza.
And we do see Cameron is got the DRS slot open. Looks like he's going to try and make that pass, heading back into turn 1. Mulder taking the defensive line. Cameron not bold enough to dive bomb him. I'm a little surprised because Cameron's usually a little bit more aggressive than that, but looks like he might have missed the mark today on his setup. Looks like he's going to make the pass now as they head down into turn 1. Going to be side by side, but look at this.
Whoa.
Mulder deep on the brakes and is able to hold him off.
He's tasting some of his own medicine there, Cameron Edwards, with Max
And
Muller
Cameron-
being very impressive.
To the outside, and now Cameron gets the run.
They've got him now probably with the ERS advantage. I think Max Muller probably burned a lot there as Felipe has finally made his way into the pit.
It's Carenchis. I'm a little surprised Carenchis has fallen off. It looks like Mulder makes the move heading into turn 1 on Cameron Weston Edwards as we jump back to that real quick. The Snowball Derby earlier this year, Project Cars 2 and the Rally Cars, so he's going to be carrying a little bit of momentum from that. That was a great run that he had in the Snowball Derby. See Cameron makes the pass going into turn 1.
On the F1 straight as Reese Marsh is retired.
Reese Marsh is retired from the session. What has happened to Reese? Going around the outside of Max Mulder. Oh, and he threads the needle. Good move by Sanitas, and he's going to try and go to the outside of the second chicane. That's not going to work. They make contact. Mulder gets back to the inside. Oh, and he slams the door on Sanitas, cuts across his nose, and Sanitas has got end plate damage on the left front, and he's probably going to be kicking himself. Andrea Latrella dives into the pits.
So he's going for the 2-stop. That's interesting.
Do you think he might be trying to get that bonus point for the fastest lap?
And good exit by Dennis Carenchis.
Carenchi's going to be easily to make this pass going down the front straightaway. Not a whole lot Cameron can do in that regard, and Max has been, well, not Max, but Dennis, getting my racing points mixed up. Dennis easily gets past him. Louis going to take that inside line, try and make life a little difficult for him, but there's not a whole lot Louis can do in this regard. Louis going to tuck back in behind him, pick up some slipstream, and try and stick with him. Randall's 7th win of the year as he comes across the line. Jensen Randall with his 7th win of the season.